Hey everyone, welcome back to That's It with Cheryl. Hope everyone is doing well. I want to talk about mainstream media, how it has evolved and changed throughout the years. I know for me growing up, we didn't have all these big, platforms, social media like Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. I don't know if YouTube was around when I was in the 90s. I don't know. I'm not sure. I never got into YouTube until last year of April of 2024. Maybe YouTube was around. I'm not 100% sure, but please someone fact check me to let me know if it was there in the 90s. I believe so, but again, I was in my own little world in the 90s. I didn't even was not even thinking about, YouTube and all those platforms that we're in right now. And the reason why I'm talking about the mainstream media is just how it changed so much. It's like there's no more family dynamics. And what I mean by that, it's like in a family at dinner table, most teenagers they're like on their phones and looking at TikTok and looking at Facebook or Instagram, and there's no family time. There's no conversations about like how's your day going, how's things going in your life. It's like everyone's just on their phone, which is like it shouldn't be like that. And it's like I just feel like the social media platform is just taking away how things things at home. You know what I mean? Like how can we approve our family values when teenagers are constantly on their phones and parents are not saying anything? I don't. Maybe they are. Maybe they're not. Maybe they just don't care enough because teenagers these days they don't care about like family gatherings. They just all care about like clicks and likes and what's the next hot spots or hot things or that's going on with their friends. But it's like what happened to that? Because I know for me personally growing up, forget it. If I had like a beeper or a cell phone at the dinner table, my mom would take the phone and smash it on the ground, which she has many times when she caught me having beepers because she thought I was a drug dealer. And I'm like, no, I'm not a drug dealer. I just want my friends to reach me when they can't reach me at home. And back in the days, they had payphones. You know what I mean? So I had like my quarters and my dimes and my nickels. And when they beat me, I just called them because I couldn't call them at my house because I wasn't home at the time. But what I'm saying is like the dinner table was just family time. Like we put everything away and then we had family time and we talk and we have conversations about everything and anything. And it's like now these days that's not happening. And that's like really, really sad. Majority of some families are doing it, but things people that I'm around with or I see, I don't see that. I don't really see that. It's very rare that I do see family gatherings, like families are in a dinner table and just no cell phone, no nothing, to just, family gathering, eating and talking. My sister, she does that. Obviously, my nieces are young, but they don't have no cell phones. They don't even watch TV half the time. And when they do, it's time. But they have like playtime with among each other, and then they have other activities that they can do that they don't need to be on the TV that much. And my sister, she's not even having it. They're not going to even have cell phones. They're not going to even have social media. I don't think they even know right now because certain kids at a certain age they know what TikTok is, they know what Instagram and Facebook is. Not my nieces, and I feel like my sister is protecting them from that, which that's great because I don't think that at that age 7 and 4 that need to know about social media. It doesn't need to be stimulated in their brains because kids like that they're still young, their brains are still developing, and they don't need to know all that crazy stuff and social media. And my point is, it's like sometimes it's such a negativity, with mainstream media because you hear all these depressing things that's been happening, especially what's been happening last year and then this year with you know, the stabbing of this poor woman at a hotel when she was getting her pizza delivered. The woman got burned alive at the subway in New York. Another person got stabbed in a subway in New York. Another person got pushed. It's just a lot of negative stuff, and sometimes I have to tune it out and not hear it because it's just too much. Sometimes it's just too much. It's like where can we have something that's joyful? You know what I mean? Something that's positive, uplifting to hear. You know what I mean? Instead of like, this guy killed this person, this woman killed that person. It's like, it's just so much negativity sometimes. And that's why I don't watch the news. That's why I tune it out, because it's just too much. It's just too much to bear. And it can be depressing. It really can, because all you hear and see is just sad things that's going on. And you don't hear anything that's uplifting, like anything that's you don't hear anything about like family bonding or like good positive reaction things. You don't hear that. And you just hear like just the bad things, and sometimes I would love to hear some good uplifting and positive things in the media, and I just don't understand why they don't do that. I guess you have to report the news and let people know what's going on in the world, but let's be clear and let's be honest. Half the time that they report, they don't tell us the whole truth anyway. They tell us what we want to hear and what we want to see. They don't tell us the whole truth. So what's the point of having news when you don't let the whole world know what's going on? And then their thing is, oh, we just don't want to fear the American people. We have to tell them the bare minimum because they won't handle it. And I'm thinking to myself, you'd be surprised what us Americans, what we can handle and what we cannot handle. And for them to make that decision for us is just full of BS. It is full of BS, in my opinion. And I just feel like, they don't tell us the truth anyway with certain things that they report. They just tell us what we want to hear and what we need to know. That's why half the time I don't believe things that's happening. I have to like fact check and make sure that it's 100% accurate. That's one. And two, like I said, they don't really report everything to us. They just want to keep certain things private and protected because they don't want to scare people out here, which some people already know that half the time that they report is really BS and they don't really believe it anyway, including me. I'm one of them. But like I said, it's just things has changed over the years. Like there's no family bonding, there's no family time, there's no dinner times. Everyone's just always on their phones, always in and out, just rushing, just to do this and do that and just not taking a breather and just like, you know what? Let me just turn off my phone for like 30 minutes or a half hour. Let me just stay away from social media. Let me just take a break. Sometimes we just need that break. We don't need to, hear the outside noise. Sometimes we just need to be within ourselves and then just meditate and just realize, you know what? I just need a breather. I need to take a step back. And that's hard to do. That's hard to do, especially with teenagers, especially with grown adults. I'm guilty of it of myself, to be honest with you, that I am on TikTok like more than usual. Normally, I'm just on it like once in a blue and that's it. But now lately, I've been like on it so much that, you know what, I need to take a breather. I need to take a step back and then like, put a pause on it for a little bit, which that's okay. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that everyone should do it. It's not everyone, but I had to take a pause and just really reevaluate, what's more important. Obviously, putting God first. That's my first priority, putting God first, my family, and then everyone else is secondary and third and fourth. And that's the most important thing, is just to, get closer to the Lord and speaking to the Lord and asking the Lord, what I'm praying for and what I'm seeking for. And like I said, it's not for everyone, and I'm not saying or suggest that everyone should do that. I recommend and you should, just to take a step back and just turn your phone off a little bit and then just be within yourself and then just, you know, concentrate on yourself and, get closer to the Lord and asking the Lord what you want for 2025 and what you're seeking for. Social media, it's always going to be around. I don't feel like it's going anywhere anytime soon unless they ban TikTok on the 19th of this month, which I highly doubt that's going to happen, but we will see about that. But it's like I said, there's no programs whatsoever about like things that we can watch right now. You know what I mean? Everything is on, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. Like none of the stuff is like what it used to be, especially for me when I was growing up. To me, it was just amazing because I go outside, hanging out with my friends and my sisters playing, doing, what kids do. We didn't have social media back in the day. The only social media that I knew was MySpace. That was about it. until, everything else blew up. But, things has changed. Things has changed a lot. And, I don't know. It's just, it's not what it used to be. That's all I have to say. And it's just super important that, when you have a family and then, you have get-togethers, just put the phone away. Just put the phone away and just interact with each other and ask each other, one another, excuse me, how your day is going, how you doing, and just have that connection, have that bond. And then it's okay to put your phone away for a little bit. Your phone is not going to go anywhere. Social media is not going to go anywhere. I promise you guys. I promise you. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say about that topic. But let me know your thoughts and your opinions about this, about the mainstream media. Do you feel like it's just really too much and it's a lot that is affecting, household families? Obviously, it's not going to go anywhere. Do you just feel like, to take a pause, and it's okay to take a pause and resume back? I know a lot of people do that. I know one of my best friends, she fasts for a couple days from social media and she went back on it, and that's a great idea. And I know I've done that too. I fast for like at least 2 weeks. I know for some teenagers that's a long time. That's crazy. But I did, and I felt great about it because I got a lot of stuff done, things that I needed to do, things I need to prioritize, and I went back on it, and I monitor myself. I time myself to how long I'm on TikTok, how long I'm on Instagram, how long I'm on YouTube. It's good to time yourself to give yourself a limit, to have like a little bit of a boundary in regards to how long you're on these platforms. And like I said, there's nothing wrong being on these platforms. There's not. But what I'm saying is it's good to prioritize and have like a little bit of a boundaries, especially if you have a family and you just want to spend time with your family and your children. It's good to have boundaries. It's good to set rules and everything. And that's all I wanted to say about that topic. So if you do like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. I would really love to hear your thoughts in regards to this. And again, thank you so much for watching. That's it with Cheryl, and I will see you guys next time. Take care and God bless.